Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi, this is Jan. Welcome to another episode of No Frills video. I want to jump into it because this video is a short version of my other stuff, which comes on at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But for those who have a little bit of time or battery power left and just want to hear a quick message, listen, I have a question. This time I'm turning it around to you guys. I have a question. How comfortable are you with a couple of swap outs? Okay. Like many times, we mentioned that if you run out of this, maybe you could use that as a swap out. All right. I am curious to know how many of you out there are okay with using imitation vanilla extract. Now, I know adamantly already because Steve and I have had this discussion in the past. Steve Young 74 from this Everywhere with Steve Young 74 channel. By the way, check out his channel whenever you can. He is adamantly against using imitation vanilla extract. However, I'm going to pose this question in a different manner. Suppose you're completely out of the, actual real deal vanilla extract. Would you not do a recipe? Just let it go at that? Or if in your pantry in the past, you happen to have had some imitation vanilla extract, which you could get literally for $1 online, like $1. I think it went up 29 cents on that platform, the letter A platform. I think it's at $1.29 now. It could be higher by now. But how okay are you with that? Now, I have used both. There is no question on planet Earth about the result that when you use real vanilla extract, the flavor is amazing. But in a pinch, if I run out of real vanilla extract, the real deal, Janet, this is what I would do. I would do a fast swap out if I happen to have the imitation still sitting on my shelf. I mean, it's just sitting there. May as well use it anyway. And that's probably the reason why I kept it for the in-betweens. Real vanilla extract is not necessarily the most, the cheapest thing on planet Earth. And if a person's trying to stretch their budget and say, well, maybe I could get away with the $1.29 version of imitation vanilla extract, and you're okay with it. I am curious. There's another swap out that I have done myself. Like, for example, if there's a recipe, for example, that requires either, I don't know if it's a swap out for cream or for half and half. This is when you're using it in a recipe, not like to make cream out of it, okay? But for example, using some butter and milk combined, and if you whirl it in the blender, it gives the effect in the recipe of either half and half or cream. How many of you have done that? Let me know in the comment section below. And another one that I do, okay? I don't always keep, for example, brown sugar available. I'm not saying I don't like brown sugar. It sure tastes good. There is no question about brown sugar tasting good and really works in certain recipes, like certain cookies or whatever. But what I have done as a swap out, which turns out to be, I'm always doing it that way, but it's not quite the same. I'm just admitting it. I like, for example, combine a little bit of cinnamon, to taste, cinnamon, a little dash of nutmeg, and, the powder, of course, and put it into white granulated sugar. And just, that's my invention of molasses, but of course it's not molasses at all whatsoever. Would you be willing to work with that as a swap out? I don't know. I'm just curious. Let us know in the comment section below. Have you had any success with imitation vanilla or swapping out my description of what I said regarding as a cream substitute within a recipe, or Janet's version of when you don't have any brown sugar in the house? Also, can somebody please let us know, how do you declump brown sugar? Yeah. That's a common one. I know we went over this with white granulated. Probably the same rules apply. Let us know in the comments section below. Have an amazing day. Don't forget to come back later for longer content, 2 o'clock Eastern.